Join me on this vlog as I go on a virtual bike ride on my bike trainer on the MyWhoosh app. If you're already an avid bike rider, this is probably going to be very basic for you. But the idea of this is to introduce this fun way of exercise that not everyone is familiar with. If you already have a bike, you can just get a bike trainer and some sort of sensor. I personally have a power meter on the pedal, but a speed sensor is sufficient to get started, and speed sensors are a lot cheaper than power meters. If you don't have a bike, you can probably get a stationary bike. I've seen one at Walmart for like less than $200. The bike trainer I am using is a fluid trainer. I think this is better because it is quieter compared to a magnetic trainer. It is driven directly by the back wheel, so no need to remove your wheel to attach your bike like you might for a smart trainer. My power meter might not be correctly calibrated. It might be reading a little low or a lot lower than what I might actually be outputting. I suspect this because when I do exercises on an actual stationary bike, I finish about 11 to 12 miles in less than an hour, probably just 30 minutes. I don't remember, maybe 40 minutes. But in this video, I rode for 30 minutes and I only finished less than 5 miles. Partly it might be due to the elevation gain, so you're slower when you're going uphill, but I still feel that there is a big difference. But at the end of the day, it's the workout you get out of it that matters. As far as gear goes, I would say bike shorts is sufficient because you're not moving as much. But definitely if you're out riding, you'd want bib shorts. Otherwise, your shorts might ride down. I'm probably not in the best shape of my life, so I'm probably only going 1 watts per kilo, whereas other riders in this app, they're going 2 watts per kilo or 3 watts per kilo. Then again, it could just be that my power meter isn't calibrated. But that is not to say that I don't have a lot of work to do to get myself back in shape. It is good to have a fan prepared because you're not moving, so you don't have that wind blowing and cooling you down. Plus, it is probably hotter indoors than outdoors, at least during the winter. And it helps to have a bottle filled with water prepared before you start your ride. As you might have noticed, I also have a heart rate sensor. I'm actually wearing a chest sensor, a cheap one by Cuspo. It's just another useful metric to see how you're doing fitness-wise. I would say I'm a better runner than I am a cyclist, so I can actually get up to 180 beats per minute while running and sustain that for a long time, but I can't seem to do that when cycling. However, having a high heart rate isn't great either because a well-trained athlete would be able to run at any given speed at a lower heart rate, so I can't say I'm that great of a runner. During the last 5 minutes of this ride, I attempted 3 sprints. The first 2 sprints I think I was able to last 30 seconds, but the third sprint I was only able to last 15 seconds and then I got tired. I used to have used Zwift before using MyWhoosh, and Zwift would have these exercise programs where it tells you when to sprint, when to rest, and where during your pedal stroke to apply more power, so Zwift is good for that. I haven't explored MyWhoosh that thoroughly, so maybe there are features like this, I just haven't seen it. But I can definitely say, having used Zwift just made me a lot more knowledgeable about the technical aspects of cycling. I got so tired after the second sprint that I wasn't able to reseat my water bottle and I dropped it. I didn't want to get off my bike, so I really had to use my flexibility to retrieve the fallen water bottle. I would like to ride more outdoors, but I'm honestly afraid of these Texas roads. The highways have shoulders, but there are roads where there's only one lane on either side and not enough room for a bike and a car. So either the car would have to wait for the bike, or the car would have to pass the bike by driving onto the opposing lane. And what gives me the most anxiety is, what if there's an oncoming car when the other car tries to pass you? But maybe if I just go out and ride more, it'll not bother me so much over time. However, speaking to other people about this, they've advised otherwise. Look, even though I've gone off my bike, my character is still going on a high-speed descent with 0 power input. I think this is kind of funny. I hope you learned something from this video, and thanks for watching.